Sacramento Kings. You're in for it. As we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Sacramento starting five. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Carter is out there with Young. And there's Bradley Beal. And it's Collison in the point guard position. Well, another season and largely the same results for the Sacramento Kings, Steve. Well outside the playoff picture in the West again.
Well, there was hope that with new coach Mike Malone, the team would make strides defensively. I think they did, but statistically they remained among the worst teams in the league. It takes time. You can't expect these changes to take effect right away.
Here's Curry. Following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Nice shot by Smith. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Outside Collison. Now Cousins. Collison kicks to Carter. Clock at 6. And the powerful one-handed slam. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Collison dishes to Young. And Carter has it in the corner. Pass to Cousins. Here's Carter. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Curry passes to Smith. Pass to Anderson. Nice D from Cousins.
Well, he defended the shot, got back into play, and grabbed the board. Nice play.
Collison kicks to Beal. Back to Collison. Lets it go from deep. Warriors leading by 3. Anderson, a screen on Collison. Curry with a wide open look. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
That drive by Carter. That doesn't go either for Carter.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
Curry dishes to Smith. Knocked loose. Some nice passing by Golden State. Oh!
Look out!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Now here's Collison. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Well, when Harrison Barnes first stepped onto the scene, it was in the middle of the Warriors' 2013 playoff run. But he didn't exactly build upon that streak as people were hoping for last year. The playing time just wasn't there.
And I remember that run for Barnes. He would play as a stretch four and looked unguardable at times in their series against the Nuggets and then the Spurs. Definitely was hoping for more of that this past season.
You know, for Barnes, it was an awkward place for him to be, and they brought in Iguodala, and he was moved to the bench. A lot of people thought that that'd be a boon for him, as he would be more focused on the offensive side of things with that second unit in particular, and could really thrive.
Yeah, and the change in role and adjusting to being the first option with the second unit, I think was overwhelming for him. And, you know, I think you have to remember Barnes is still a very young player, a lot of room for growth, very talented, very skilled, and he's going to get a lot better.
It's Curry with the drive. The shot's good from Smith.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's working, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Now here's Collison. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. In low to Cousins. 6 to shoot. No good off the front eye. Warriors leading by 11. And here's Stevenson for 3. The Kings have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Here's Beal trying to get back on track.
Well, you saw it a little at the back of his rookie year, and he continued it last season. Brad Beal is going to be a dynamic scoring guard in this league.
Free throw good, Beal. And Bradley Beal listed at 6'5" in his shoes, but he plays bigger.
Yeah, he's from a football family. He'll throw his weight around to get a rebound. He still needs to work on getting to the basket. But I think this guy has a tremendous future.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. O'Neal's checked in for Young. And Caron Butler is subbed in for Carter.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Now here's Stevenson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, you know, it doesn't seem like they've missed many shots here.
Here's Beal. Butler sets a screen for Collison. Feeds it to Beal. The pass to Butler. Takes it off the glass. Butler's got it back down to single digits for the Kings.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Smith sets the pick for Stevenson. Curry attacking. He feeds it to Anderson. Curry with a wide open look. Had the space there, but it's offline. And it's Beal in the corner. Outside Butler. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Free throw good. Caron Butler.
Well, last season for Butler, he knew he was going to be in a rebuilding situation with the Bucks, but when they bought him out at the end of February, he had a chance to join a real contender.
The 17-footer. Good. He hits the jump shot. Stevenson's got his first basket. Dishes to Butler. Back to Collison. Passes it to Cousins. O'Neal trying to break free. And Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got his second bucket. Into Smith. Stolen by O'Neal. And Beal kicks to Butler.
Man, what a play. Boy, the kind of moment you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Stevenson can't hit.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And that one's good.
The Warriors, one of the top defensive teams in the league the last couple of seasons, and the improvement coincided with a change in defensive strategy. They're sending pick and rolls down towards the sideline. They've got bigs. Andrew Bogut can really protect the rim. So they're doing what coaches call shrinking the floor. That's been very effective for them.
Elton Brand's checked in for Golden State. Jefferson comes in for Barnes. And a change for Sacramento. Chris Kamen's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Now here is Brand. Can't get it to go. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And downing a pick and roll. Basically, a guard gives the ball handler a lane towards the basket, but prevents them from using the screen.
I like your basketball knowledge and
listening.
acumen.
See, I've been listening to you.
That's exactly right. The big man sits back around the free throw line and deny penetration. It's a strategy that basically concedes the deep two, another indication of where analytics coming into play in terms of strategy.
O'Neal is green on Stevenson. Collison kicks to Kaman. 5 on the clock.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Free throw good. Caron Butler.
You know, this Golden State team is clearly on the rise, but they're not without weaknesses. A bad turnover differential and free throw differential. Both things that have plagued this team.
And the Warriors making a change here. White's checked in. Here's Curry. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Jefferson has a wide open look. Outside Curry. Back to Brand. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 14-4 run.
And you look at the free throw disparity for the Warriors. Not the most surprising stat. They're more of a jump shooting team than a slashing team. But if you're going to settle for jump shots, then you can't also turn it over at a high rate. I think that's where they have to improve.
It's Curry with the drive. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
And Steph Curry, an all-star starter last season, but he also led the league in turnovers, Clark, with over 4 a game.
Well, the other side of that coin is he did set a career high in assists as well, but there's no question when you talk about him solidifying his place among the elite point guards in the league, and the turnover numbers have to come down, and I'm sure he'll work on it.
And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Collison, the pass to Butler. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Butler. The Kings need to get off a shot here. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot. Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Now here's Collison. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Knocked away. Beal dishes to O'Neal. Down low. Here's the teardrop. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by O'Neal.
Boy, is he coming out strong. That's 5 consecutive field goals to start this game.
And, Steve, the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. I mean, they haven't found anything to slow this guy down.
And Wright kicks to Jefferson. From deep. And that one's good. Jefferson's got 7 points.
That's his third make in 4 attempts, guys, so quick start for the game.
Collison against Stevenson. And here is Beal. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. There's the buzzer, and not much scoring at all through the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hands.
The Kings trail by 4 on the court for Sacramento. We've got Salmons. Haslam's out there with Chris Kaman. And it's Caron Butler. And it's Billups in at the point guard. And there's the feed to Salmons. Three-pointer. And Chauncey Billups good for 3.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Stevenson with a clean look. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Steph Curry last season was 7th in scoring and 3rd in total assists in the NBA. He had the 4th most three-pointers over a season in NBA history, a year after he had set the NBA three-point season record. Not too bad for Steph Curry.
3 from on another miss by Curry.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Tremendous output from Butler. 13 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points, knocking those free throws down, and helping your team any way you can.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Curry kicks to Stevenson. There's the dish to Jefferson. Stevenson passes to Curry. Here's Wright. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Left side Jefferson. Connects from three-point range. Jefferson's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And Haslam kicks to Billups. He dishes it to Butler. Kaman inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kaman's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins signed by the Kings to a max contract extension in 2013. Coach Mike Malone said, quote, "We've made a huge commitment, not only to him as a player, but as a person." He added that Cousins' biggest jump will come from handling adversity and being comfortable when he's uncomfortable. Once he does that, it's scary how good he can be. Kevin?
A fiery disposition. If he can channel it, the sky's the limit. Thank you, Doris. Curry kicks to Stevenson. To the wing on the left. It's Curry with the drive. Just 5 on the clock. He kicks it to right. Jefferson has a wide open look. Again, Golden State.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Butler on the wing. Kicks it to Salmons. Back to Butler. Pass to Haslam. He tries for 3. Kept alive. Billups. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
Well, starting last season, just about the only thing that didn't change for the Kings was the city they play in. Sacramento fought off a strong bid from the Seattle ownership group, and instead, a new group bought the team that kept them in Sacramento.
Smith checked in for Brandon Wright. And the basket by Stevenson.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Kaman kicks to Butler. Sacramento again missing.
And, you know, you look at the turnover for Sacramento last season, new ownership, a new GM, a new coach, extensive roster turnover as well. They might have needed name tags to identify each other.
Now here's Billups. Following the miss by Lance Stevenson. Beyond the arc. Billups, no good.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
And speaking of the new ownership group for the Kings, Shaquille O'Neal last season signing on Steve Espartone, bringing some cachet.
Not to mention Hall of Famer Chris Mullin brought into the front office as an advisor. So the Kings adding experience and prestige to their team.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
It's early, but you can already make a case for Curry as one of the best shooters of all time. Really, it's a combination of his ability to hit shots, but also his ability to create his own shot. Very rare to have both those abilities.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Kaman. Young comes in for Udonis Haslem. And it's Carter in for Caron Butler. Billups kicks to Salmons. Tries again. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jefferson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Got a piece of it. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. Knocked away. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And if you do consider Curry to be the greatest shooter already, you're in good company. Last season, Kevin Durant Clark gave his opinion that Curry is already the best.
Yeah, you know, this is going to be debated by people for a long time, and I don't know where the answer is going to land. But Curry definitely is in the equation already with his resume and record-breaking three-point shooting.
And it's Brand that time on the assist by Jefferson. Jefferson's got 3 assists in the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Yeah, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Billups kicks to Carter. They need this. The basket good off the assist from Billups.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Curry, wide open. And another basket for Golden State.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Pass to Salmons. Back to Billups. Feeds to Young. Josh Smith pulls it in.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Brand sets a screen for Curry. In low to Brand. Curry dishes to Brand. Off target with the open look. The Kings trail by 11. Here's Young. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Thaddeus Young is a left-hander out of Georgia Tech. Only played 1 year in college and has really rounded into a nice pro. He's a very unique player. He's a face-up, slashing power forward with a lightning-quick first step. And he's really hard to keep in front.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a change for the Kings. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Chauncey Billups. On its way from Curry for 2. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So it's Sacramento. 9-point game. The pass to Carter. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Thaddeus Young able to outquick most of his opponents, especially Steve in transition.
Yeah, nice spin move getting to the rim and a creative finisher in close. He's got the hook, the scoop, the floater. And this guy's dangerous in a lot of different ways.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Eldon Brand's checked in for Smith. And Stevenson comes in for Richard Jefferson. And Harris subbed in for Curry. Harris passes to Stevenson. No good from Brand.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Carter inside the three-point line. Misses off the right iron.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Harris kicks to Stevenson. Buried from 15 feet out. Stevenson's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Dishes to Salmons. Collison kicks to Cousins. He feeds it to Young. Stolen by Stevenson. Harris with it. Picked up by Collison. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul. Passes to Anderson. 11 feet away. Bank shot, no good. The Kings trail by 9. Carter inside the three-point line. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. And that's now 8 points for Vince Carter. Anderson is screen on Collison. Harris. Off target with his 3. Here's Collison. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Carter can't get that one to fall.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. 3 on the clock. Anderson dishes to Barnes. Can't get it to go. There was a time when the Kings were one of the powerhouses out of the West, but they've been stuck at the bottom for almost a decade now.
Well, in the Western Conference, Kevin, it's hard to get out of the doldrums. The Kings just haven't quite been able to match up with the top teams out that way.
Here's Harris after the Kings pick up 2. Anderson in the post. He's guarded by Cousins. Offensive rebound. Brand. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
A drive by Collison. Stolen by Stevenson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Stevenson leading the charge.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way. Well, a breakthrough season for Lance Stevenson, the former second-round pick out of Cincinnati. He was an all-star candidate. Did not make it, but was really close. Improved in just about every category as well. And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Here's Brand. No good. Good defensive work there by Young. It's deflected. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. Richard Jefferson really making a difference here.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry. Even the tough ones.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Some really terrific numbers for Jefferson. He has 15 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Yeah, when he's been able to get squared up and get a good look at the basket, it seems like everything's been going in.
They've got Harris and Barnes. Chris Anderson out there with Smith. Then it's Curry. And it's Stevenson in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Curry passes to Stevenson. The feed to Smith.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Carter gets to O'Neal. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nobody near Stevenson. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
That's good. That's 10 points for Vince Carter. And Curry, here we go. And he lays it straight in. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Carter outside.
Vince Carter in his day, one of the most electrifying players in the NBA, a superstar in Toronto, one of the all-time great highlight reel dunkers. Those days are behind him, but he remains a very valuable and at this point, maybe even underrated NBA player.
Carter hits them both.
And for Vince Carter, a quality defender and still a well-rounded contributor. He always had a nice breadth of skills. Now he does the little things that help you win.
Here's Smith. Rebound by the Kings.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
O'Neal dishes to Selmans. The second chance effort. O'Neal misses.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
And for some superstars, they have a tough time accepting Clark a lesser role. Not Vince Carter.
You know, it's really impressive the way he's gracefully aged into becoming a quality 6-man, Kevin. I think it's a model for other aging superstars or former superstars to follow.
Curry passes to Smith. Curry kicks to Smith. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And it's Selmans in the corner. Fires for 3. O'Neal high post. Carter outside. Tries again. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 6 assists now in the game. Into Smith. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Smith's got 10 points in the game. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
You know, Josh Smith is a very talented player, but if you have to pick his game apart, he's a bit of a tweener. You know, he's not really a power forward in a traditional sense, but not a 3-man either. He's an athlete who can do a lot of different things, but so much depends on the players he has around him. It needs to be the right fit.
Changes here for the Warriors. White comes in for Anderson, and it's Jefferson in for Harrison Barnes. And some changes here for the Kings. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And with Smith playing at the 4, it used to be a luxury as he can defend players with his reach, but now Clark, it's almost a necessity as he gets older, and his shot from outside isn't what it needs to be.
Well, in the modern NBA, Kevin, you know this as well as I do, you got to have perimeter threats, and if you play him at the 3, it can put you at a real disadvantage.
Curry dishes to Wright. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Brandon Wright, the former 8th overall pick back in 2007. For his career, Steve, a field goal percentage of around 60%.
Well, he's figured out his niche in the league. He wasn't sure what he was when he arrived, but he's a backup big. He's a diver. He's an offensive rebound guy. He's a lob catcher. So, you know, not a one-on-one scorer, but somebody who can play off of others very effectively.
Warriors leading by 4. Wright sets a screen for Curry. Uncovered. Puts up the baby hook. Smith drives in. And ooh, he jams it right over Chris Kaman. Wow.
I tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And Wright, because he's light-weighted, can struggle in matchups with stronger opponents. But he is a shot blocker. His length really helps him in pick-and-roll situations.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Phillips passes to Young. Came in a screen on Jefferson. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And for Wright, it seems like he'll always be slighted build, but he hasn't been one to chafe over his playing time. He just focuses on playing well in the minutes he earns.
The Kings trail by 8. Phillips goes in. Here's Stevenson. Jefferson kicks to Wright. The dish to Jefferson. Pass to Wright. Golden State moving the ball around. Kicks it to Jefferson. Tries again. Again, the miss by Jefferson. Kings have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Young sets a screen for Phillips. Outside Butler. And it's Beal in the corner. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Smith. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 14 points for Smith.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Now here's Phillips. 6 points for him. He dishes it to Butler. The three-pointer is right on target. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That was the third straight high-percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
And Stevenson pulls it in. Stevenson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Curry with the 3. Solid defense right there from Phillips. Beal with it. Jefferson picks him up. And the wide open shot from Phillips. No good with the triple. Warriors leading by 9. Well, the Warriors taking strides to enhance their player development. They bought a D-League team and moved it to nearby Santa Cruz.
And that team actually played in the D-League Finals in the championship game, lost to Fort Wayne. That's enabled their younger players, though, that D-League team, to practice with the NBA teammates, and that's got to be a positive.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, the big thing for the Warriors, they've done a good job the last couple of years creating a culture of work. Players sticking around in the summer, the younger players working hard, working together to get better, and it's really affected the organization in a positive way.
Sacramento making some changes. Jermaine O'Neal's checked in for Kaman. Haslam comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Collison in for Chauncey Billups.
And yet, guys, despite the investment the Warriors have made in player development and buying draft picks, they're still looking for more consistency from their bench guys. Work to be done there.
Now here's Curry following the shot by Caron Butler. Curry kicks to Smith. Inside to Jefferson. And Smith with the stop.
Excellent work on the offensive boards.
Went after that rebound hard and quickly turned it into a putback jam. Beautiful work.
And those are the types of plays that have put them in front in this game.
Haslam is bring on Stevenson. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Now, here's Stevenson. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Jefferson dishes to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin. They need his points, and he's providing them.
To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Jefferson. No good.
Well, you got to love the effort, but probably an ill-advised decision in the end to go for that alley-oop.
Yep, that sequence went from pretty to ugly in a hurry. That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And the layup good by Smith. Smith's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Now here's Collison. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. O'Neal passes to Haslam. Sends it down right in his face.
Up high and down hard with the one-hand.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
I think he's hoping to kind of get his teammates going a little bit, fellas.
Curry kicks to Stevenson. Back to Curry. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Stevenson's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
It's tipped and stolen by Wright. Jefferson has a wide open look. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Well, just too many easy buckets, you know, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys, at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Some changes for Golden State. Anderson, he's checked in for Wright. And it's Webster in for Lance Stevenson. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Sacramento. O'Neal is green on Curry. Collison dishes to Haslam. Excellent defense there from Smith.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Now Beal, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Beal, the pass to Clark. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, leading by 14. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Here's Curry. On the court right now for the Kings. Carter is out there with Haslem. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's Collison in the 1 spot. Jefferson kicks to Curry. From about 16. And the shot is good.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
Haslem can't get it to go.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Here's Curry. Hits from the high post. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
That's really set them apart today, guys. That success from the mid-range.
Well, these are two teams that clearly you've seen the difference in offensive philosophies here.
Now here's Collison. Haslem a screen. Here's Beal. Second chance shot. Haslem can't get it to go.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
It's Curry with the drive. That's good. And the Warriors lead by 20.
How about the passing? They're moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
It's tipped. Stolen by Brand. Webster dishes to Brand. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. His three-pointer is off the mark.
He struggled a little bit in this second half. I remember he hit 3 of those in the first half. You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it and move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.
Now here's Webster. Back to Anderson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
And 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
Now here is Haslem. It's stolen by Jefferson. Lets it go. That one wide left.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
It's Beal on the wing. That doesn't go either for Beal.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Goes up on the wing. Curry's shot is off. The Kings have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Carter, the pass to Beal. He kicks to Collison. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
He had pretty much played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's really the only time he's turned it over so far.
Young's checked in for Sacramento. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Curry kicks to Jefferson. Back to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. It's Webster outside. That's good.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
And it's Golden State's ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Collison against Curry. Pass to Anderson. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Outside for Jefferson. Another shot. Curry kicks to Jefferson. For three. Jefferson can't get that one to fall.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark. He's got to contribute. He's got to produce if his team's going to get back in it in this quarter.
Curry dishes to Jefferson. Back to Curry. All alone. And he hits the jumper for two. Curry's got 24 points.
Not what they drew up, but they'll take the 2 points.
Collison kicks to Beal. Here's Carter. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Well, the old days of the dollar-for-dollar luxury tax are gone. The new, more punitive luxury tax really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, high-revenue teams, they're not nearly as willing to go into that tax anymore. So it really has kind of leveled the playing field.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Brand. Harrison Barnes comes in for Richard Jefferson. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Webster.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
And Steve, you mentioned the new luxury tax, and Clark and I talk about it all the time. It's an incremental system. Clark, you know, it starts at 150% above the $15 million over the cap. The tax is 325%.
And Kevin, that's before you get into the repeater penalties. If a team pays the luxury tax 4 out of 5 seasons in a row, you tack on another 100%. Those numbers could even affect big market teams.
Cousins. And he converts the layup.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out. Watch out! Oh!
That
was wicked! Feeds to Carter. Back to Collison. And the pass to Young. Stolen by Anderson. Now here's Curry. On the wing, Stevenson. The offensive rebound. Smith outside. Stevenson left side. Anderson with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Smith's shot is good.
Boy, this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half, doing an outstanding job. And that's one of the reasons they're on top.
Outside Collison. The drive by Cousins.
Well, it's been something that a lot of people anticipated in the NBA, and they've been waiting for it to happen. And some teams have been fearing that it would happen, but last season, Cousins became the center that the Kings hoped he would be when they drafted him.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. With Cousins, there always seems, Steve, to be some mental hurdles with him, as well as not being as efficient as you would have hoped to see. But as you said last season, you know, it kind of came together.
It did. I mean, the talent has always been there for him. Just remember how young he is. And so as he continues to grow and develop and mature, he's got a chance to be an elite center in this league. And I thought last year he took a big step forward.
Lets it fly. Early misses.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Back to Billups. Screen by Cousins. And Billups, here we go. Dishes it to Cousins. And the shot falls short this time. Here's the break. Webster with it. And it's Carter picking him up. The tray. And Martell Webster with the three. Webster's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Warriors. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Here's Early. The three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. He feeds it to Billups. And Cousins kicks to Billups. From the top of the key, here's Salmons. Lays it up and banks it in.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And Webster kicks to Harris. He's looking for Brand and finds him. Out to Harris. And there's Elton Brand on the assist by Harris. And that's now 6 points for Brand.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
Carter with the block. And now the Kings fast break. And the wide open shot from Billups. Cousins, the pass to Salmons. Back to Cousins. Stolen by Anderson. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, Steve and Kevin, you guys got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. It's just a thing of beauty to watch.
Yeah, sure is. And when all 5 guys, Clark, are threats to score, that makes it so tough on the defense because now you can't account for everybody when the ball is moving so quickly.
Boy, that's a rebounding clinic right there. He boxed out and then went up aggressively and strong for it.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
It always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as we got great numbers for Josh Smith. Every time he shot it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What an offensive performance it's been.
Early kicks to Harris. Brand, good.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Billups dishes to Salmons. Misses the wing J.
He's been the guy on the boards today, no question.
Steve, you're all over it. I mean, his numbers back it up. He's been working extremely hard out there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now here's Webster. He's guarded by Billups. Webster with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Josh Smith.